Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum students. Welcome to Pakistan School Muscati Learning, and we're learning from our book Amazing Science, Grade 4, and I'm your teacher, Miss Nita Irtaza. I hope that you all are fine. Today's plan is review for unit number 6, air and water. First of all, we'll do the brainstorming, then review our pages, book page number 51 to 55. There is an activity which is on your book page number 58. Today we'll do activity number 5. Then do some notebook work, question number 4, true and false. After that, recap and then quiz. So without wasting any time, we are going to start it. Don't forget the rules, students, that will help you to be focused. Brainstorming. What is matter? Yes, anything that has weight and takes up space is called matter. There are 3 states of matter, either solid, liquid, and gases. Now we are coming on to the today's review session of unit number 6, air and water. As you know that students, that is the necessary element of life. Today we are talking about the necessary elements of life. Can you live without sunlight? Is it possible? Can you live without soil or air or water? They are some of the important elements of life. Without them, we cannot live. So today we'll talk about air. So why is air important to us? Humans and animals use air for breathing. Plants need air to make food. Where all is air? Where all? Air is all around us. Although we can't see it, but we can feel it. Do you know what is air made up of? Air contains gases. Air is the mixture of many gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. Air contains 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% of other gases like argon, carbon dioxide, ozone, hydrogen, helium, or neon. In addition to these gases, air also contains dust, smoke, and water vapor, etc. It is the water vapor in the air that form clouds. The amount of water vapor in the air called humidity. Oxygen is the active part of the air, while nitrogen is the inactive part of the air. Ventilation. The coming in of fresh air and the escape of warm air is called ventilation. That's why all the rooms which are having a good window, so they have a good ventilation. Water is cool, right? It's fun to swim in it, isn't it? It's what we drink, and all life on earth depends on water. Let's take a look at the different forms of water can take when we think of water. We usually think of water in its liquid form. This might be because more than 2/3 of the earth's surface covered in water. So, what are the 3 states of water? However, water has 3 states: solid, liquid, and gas, all of which occur naturally on earth. Most of the time we find water in its liquid state. The wet and fluid form of water that we are most familiar with this is because of temperature, usually somewhere between 32 degrees Fahrenheit and 212 degrees Fahrenheit. At 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius, water becomes ice, a process known as freezing. When temperature goes back above 32 degrees, then what happens? Ice become liquid. Again, a process known as melting. Now we know that what happens to the water when it gets cold. But what happens when water gets hot at 212 degrees? Ice becomes liquid. Again, a process known as melting. Then Celsius water becomes gas, because at 100 degrees Celsius, water starts boiling and becomes gas. That is called transition from liquid to gas, as we read in our unit number 5. That when the liquid changes into gas, it's evaporation. Now we are going through what is actually burning. So students, a candle needs oxygen to burn. Candle wax combines with oxygen from the air. It produces carbon dioxide and water vapor. It gives off energy in the form of heat and light. So we are going to perform an activity which is on your book, page number 58. It is activity number 5. And a candle needs oxygen to burn. It gives off water vapor when it burns. So here, what happens to the candle and what do you see inside the glass, and can you explain these results? These all questions will be sorted out after watching this video. So everyone is ready. We are going to perform an activity. We are taking 3 burning candles on a table and covered with glasses whose bases have been removed. Now put the glass over the first candle in such a manner that it rests on wooden blocks, as you can see on the screen. Where place the glass over the second candle in such a manner that it simply rests on table, and place a glass over third candle. There you go. Now, what do you observe? You will observe that the candle burns freely in first case. What happens to the second case? The flame tickles and produces more smoke, more going off before going off. And what about the third case? In the third case, the flame goes off as soon as it is covered with the glass plate. So we can say that the presence of air or oxygen is an essential requirement for combustion to take place, isn't it? So how can we explain the result? This happens because oxygen in the air inside the glass tumbler is utilized in burning the candle. Although oxygen gets converted into carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide does not support burning and hence candle stops burning. If you enjoyed the activity, students, now we are coming to the today's work. Today's work is write the statement as true or false. So now you're ready. It's a notebook work, students. Part A. Poisonous gases and chemicals in the air mix with rain to produce rain. Yes, it's a false statement. Produce acid rain. B. Plants use ammonia gas to make their food, isn't it? No, it's a false statement. Yes, it uses carbon dioxide. See, air is not the mixture of many gases. Ha, seriously, we are learning so many times about that. Air is the mixture of many gases. It's a Also a false statement. D. Fish and other river life cannot live without oxygen. Yes, it's a true statement, students. We cannot live without oxygen because we are breathing, inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. E part. Warm air has low pressure and it is light in weight. Yes, it's a correct statement. That's why due to light in weight, we are putting the heater down on the floor. I hope that you enjoy learning, students. That F part, cold air has low pressure and it is less in weight. It's a false statement, students, because cold air has heavy in weight. That's why we are putting the AC on the top of the wall. Now it's trivia time. So, students, why do living things need water? Plants need water to live and grow. We need water for drinking, washing, bathing, and cooking. I hope that you enjoy learning, students. Now it's time to say Allah Hafiz to everyone. Have a very nice and blessed day. Don't forget to wash your hands after using the gadgets and don't forget your mask while you are going outside. Allah Hafiz, students.